Hey everybody, Chris and Kyle here again from 2vaped.com with another awesome product to show off here for you guys. It is the latest and greatest in the Sub-Ohm game. This is a new tank from everyone's favorite hardware supplier, Innokin. It's the iSub. Check it out. We've been waiting for Innokin to drop a new tank. They haven't had a Sub-Ohm tank yet. They put out the MVP 30 watt, which is a great Sub-Ohm high wattage device, but we've had nothing nice to pair with it.
Yep, they finally joined in on the Sub-Ohm tank game, and it's a nice introduction, I'd say.
Yeah, they really did it well. You know, you can tell they took their time with this tank. First off, it comes in 4 awesome colors designed to match perfectly with the MVP 30. Blue, black, pinkish red, and clear. There's the black smoked version. And of course, Kyle's got the awesome combo here. Look at that beautiful blue between the MVP 30. You know, that's really where you want to be right now with your iSub, is on an MVP 30 or 3.0, whatever you prefer to call it.
It's a nice combination.
It really is, and it's in the sweet spot. The iSub comes with Innokin's new half-ohm Japanese cotton coils. You know, the Japanese cotton's pretty standard, and half-ohm is about where most of the coils are coming in, but they're rated between 20 and 35 watts. Kind of sounds low for some of the half-ohm coils, but having tested it on the iStick 50, it's definitely the case. Once you start going over 34 watts, it's really not too good. You can't take long draws or else they start to turn into dry hits. 30 really is the sweet spot. It seems like Innokin designed this from the ground up to be paired with the MVP 30 watt, and it's a beautiful combination. Let's run down real quick the specs. We got the box over here. Innokin always has the packaging on point. You know, the hardware is 100% stainless steel. We have some German-made polycarbonate for the tank. It's a 4.0 milliliter tank. That's you know, they call it huge. I'd say it's pretty damn big. You know, it keeps your juice in there all day, and it still vapes quick enough that if you like to change flavors, that's not going to be an issue. Changing flavors. Now, this is where the real innovation begins. Innokin has this designed with what they call their deep coil no leak coil swap system. So basically, if you're on the go and you decide your coil's tired and you need to put in a new one, you can do that now without having to empty your tank and make a mess. If we zoom in up close and take a look at the airflow control, you know, this is pretty much standard on all the Sub-Ohm tanks now. Really, really wide open airflow if you want it, and I do. Or you could dial it down a bit. But if you look in there, you'll see that's actually the bottom of the coil. You know, the air goes right into that big old slot and up the middle. And if it comes to a point in your life where you're on the road and your coil's gone and you need to put in a new one, all you need to do is unscrew the airflow control ring, and there's full access to the coil. See, it's got a little groove to make sure it sits in there properly. All you have to do is pull that out, and you're good. You know, you're not going to have juice leaking out of there on you. All it's exposed is the little bit of wick. Who knows how they do it? Innokin is magic. If you look down there at your standard mesh with the coil underneath, wicking material, the organic cotton poking out the side. So there you go. That's the hot swap coil system. Pop it back in there. Airflow control goes back on, and you're in business. Filling the tank is the same as any other. Just remove the whole base this time. And since you can see through the polycarbonate, it's super easy to fill, knowing you're getting near the top. Nice big gap to fill in there. And check out that chimney.
Yeah, that chimney sticks up past the edge of the tank.
No more juice dumping down the middle and coming all out your drip tip here all over your fingers.
Yeah.
If you've ever used an Aspire Atlantis, you've probably experienced that. This is no issue. That's a really easy to fill tank, and it's you know, it really is. With 4 mils, you can go a couple hours on it in the Sub-Ohm setup, and you know, maybe two fills a day, depending on how heavy a vapor you are.
Very different than a lot of other tanks where that chimney's down in there, and it's easy to get the juice down into that chimney and have it come straight down onto your hand while you're filling your tank.
Yeah.
That eliminates that problem with the chimney sticking up past the edge of the tank here. It's pretty cool.
There's your reference for the black on black with the MVP 30 watt, and this is set up all the way as well. You know, and that's just a delicious cloudy vape. If you like to take the big hits, the straight to the lungs, this is great for you. And if you like just the little puffs, you're going to get it, and you have all the flavor there. Yeah, come on by a 2-vape. Check out the iSub. It's very affordable, like we said, a fraction of the cost of the other sub-ohm tanks. And if you use the coupon code YouTube, you'll get 10% off your whole order. So come by, grab an iSub, grab an MVP 30 watt. If you're not in the sub-ohm game yet, now is the time. Doesn't really get much better than this setup at the moment. You know, there's always something new around the corner, I suppose, but with Innokin, you know you're going to get a quality device. These really are rugged, they're durable, and they have great performance. So leave us a comment below. Once you get your iSub, did you get it with an MVP 30? Did you get it with an iStick? What are you vaping it on? What do you have in it? What do you think? Like us, give a thumbs up to the video if we've helped you out here, gave you some cool information. Subscribe below because we're awesome guys and we have more videos coming. And come by with the code YouTube to save yourself a bunch of money.
Boom.
You know, and more than anything, guys, as always, vape on!